In my previous video about sim update number 3 beta, I thought it could be the final version. But reading the latest release notes of this new beta build, I think it might take some time. In this video, we're going to look at the release notes. We're not going to demo anything. We're just going to look to the release notes and discuss some things. But first, let's roll the intro. Earlier today, a new beta build was released and it bumps up the version to version 1.5.10.0. I know, in my previous video I discussed that 1.5.9.0 could be the final release, but reading these release notes, I would say it might take a little bit more time, especially because there are still currently some issues. Two known issues are discovered, which will be fixed in a later beta build release as mentioned over here. The first one is the first lag of a flight plan which is skipped when sent from the EFB to the avionics. Right, nice option, but if it doesn't work, it's, I would say, still crap because you need to configure it. And the next one is for device with multiple users, just as the Xbox or maybe the PC, the previous user's graphic settings can prevent the Xbox sign-in model from appearing for the first time users. So this one is very specific, of course. The first one, I would say it could almost affect anyone who's playing Flight Simulator if they're using the EFB to send the flight plan to the avionics system. Scrolling down, we see some other interesting fixes. First of all, there's the general bug fixes, where they resolved an issue when rendering the navigation, autopilot and radio tuning non-functional. I also experienced this using flight, right? When flying, the autopilot didn't work 100% and also the radio tuning didn't work 100% correct. I'm not sure, let's say, why the rendering was, let's say, kind of screwed up, because previously this was not an issue. But likely they found the the root cause of the issue and they now fixed it. Besides that, there's the online services. I think everybody has seen it, there are at least once or maybe multiple times the server issue detected. This one is being caused by the fact that I'll say the server connection is not stable enough. And in this case, it was only affecting the Steam version. So if you played on Steam, then you were affected by this after the sim has been run for an extended period. Likely there was some connection issues where the connection was simply kept open for too long. And maybe they do some kind of heartbeating and a heartbeat failed, which resulted in these kind of pop-ups. That's always nasty because you don't want to have this pop up. And well, I think everybody still knows the release of Flight Simulator 2024. There, this message was, I would say, kind of normal, right? Besides that, they also fixed some performance issues. In this case, a performance regression when using live weather in areas with a high density of airports and or helipads. There were issues with the live weather. I also experienced this when flying to, let's say, for example, London, but also to JFK, right, close to New York. Then you will see these issues appearing. So I need to retest it to see if it's really fixed in this latest build. And the performance regression was, I would say, kind of really hard, right? Even I would say if you would have a high spec machine, you would be affected by this. Then there were some issues or some fixes for the airports. Two in total. First one is KDEN, which is, I would say, kind of the airport which we see on a regular base, which I would say getting some new fixes. And this one fixed the missing terminal on the generic version of the airport. And LTFM, they fixed the elevation issues on the airport. So two specific airport issues are being fixed. Now let's scroll down and let's see, I would say, the reactions, right? You can see, I would say, a lot of people are, I would say, sad about it. Also, some other people are maybe, let's say, give a heart, right? Because keep in mind that the people from Asobo are working extremely hard to fix the issues. I saw another thread where they discussed about, hey, why are these beta fixes so crap? I would say that's why they release these beta fixes, right? To detect issues, to get feedback on these issues. If you would like to have between brackets a stable version, then don't join these betas, but stay on the latest official release. I know that the official releases still have some issues, because if, for example, sim update number 2 still has issues, which are likely to be fixed in sim update number 3 or maybe even 4. But if you want to have a more stable experience, then don't join these betas, because in most cases these betas can cause serious issues and might introduce some new issues, like in this case the performance regression for the weather. Now, the other thing which I want to call out is if you experience issues, then you definitely should try this, right? First of all, what I do see a lot on the fora is that there's a lot of complaints about third-party aircrafts. Again, I understand the fact that a lot of people want to use those third-party aircrafts, right? I also have several ones and I've used them and play with them, and also are experiencing issues with them in sim update number 3. But try to remove them from your community folder, right? And then try it without, I would say, with an empty community folder. I know it's not realistic, but simply give it a try and then see if it's stable. Because in some cases, the performance degradations which are seen are specific to various or to specific aircrafts. I'm not going to call out specific ones, but read the fora and you will find out several ones which are causing issues currently. But I would say focus on the native content in Flight Simulator. Again, I probably get a lot of mad people reacting via my comments below this video, but keep it coming. But you know that I'm right? I know that you expect Asobo to work extremely hard to fix everything and to, let's say, release a stable build which also supports all the community builds. But keep in mind that there are so much radars in this system, which makes it even more complex, right? And that's not an excuse, because I hear you, I see all your feedback on the fora, I do see all the feedback on my videos also about this topic, but say thank Asobo and give those guys a lot of hearts, because they really deserve it. They're working extremely hard to get out a new version, a new build, and a new, let's say, sim update to help resolving several issues. Will it be perfect after sim update number 3 is officially released? Definitely not. There still will be issues. But hey, give that feedback to them. Raise cases. Say, provide bug logs, because if you don't complain and if you don't report them, then it's pretty hard for them to fix the issues. So keep the feedback coming via the official fora. Maybe I should create a separate video for that one, because it's pretty easy to report it, and there's also a specific format in how you can report those issues. Here ends this video where we looked at the release notes of the latest beta build of sim update number 3 beta for Flight Simulator 2024. Well, I do expect that maybe later this week or maybe early next week, a new beta build will be released for Flight Simulator 2024 sim update number 3. So keep an eye on my channel, and of course also keep an eye on my channel for some other videos. Although the weather is extremely hot, so on, you will not find me a lot behind my PC. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you back next time.